folks. Yeah, another review and thoughts on. This one's a rant because this movie is dumb. Characters do dumb decisions in this. It's a lost footage film. It says 2015 on Tubi, but then on IMDb it's 2016, so I don't know which is accurate. I'm going with IMDb. It's a .2. It gets a 2.9 on IMDb. I think that's way too high. I really do. I mean, it's directed by Taylor Ri'chard, also co-written by so and so. And yeah, I mean, it's the lost footage film. It's six eager film students strike out to explore and record live footage. It's not really live. They're not streaming, but pretty much they go to this plantation, abandoned plantation place, because they hear that it's haunted and they gotta do it for a film project thing. So, and throughout the beginning of the movie, it starts out with the lead girl interviewing people, and weird camera choices where, like, the camera will literally, like, the girl, she, like, zooms in on, like, this one woman's lips, which, when she's, like, telling the story or whatever. I'm like, why are you zooming in on, like, she's literally up to the lips as the woman is talking, and I don't know why. And then it'll slowly zoom out. I'm like, what is this? I mean, if they wanted, whatever. But, I mean, and then there's, and it's hinted at, or they say, like, Confederate spirits or soldiers might they still linger there, but then they're not being hunted by them. Apparently, I guess it's this the owner of this house, the dead owner of the house back in, those times, the mistress or lady of the house, woman of the house. And we see the portrait of, we don't even get to, we see, like, her portrait, but it's out of frame, it's out of focus. And then even when it's in focus, you don't really see detail in her in the painting of her face. So I'm like, what the? Even by the end, so I'm spoiling this movie because I don't think you should watch this movie. I mean, there's really nobody to root for. Everybody's stupid, because when things are going crazy, they still, want to go back to the house instead of trying to find a way out of the woods and off the land. And 2, the final, like, the ending, it tries to do a Blair Witch thing. Or, like, really, this movie's trying to rip off Blair Witch. Except that movie, at least, like, you were kind of with those people. I actually don't mind that film. It's not one of my favorites. So I think it's a decent movie. Better than this movie, for sure, because the characters, granted, one guy, Mike or whoever, kicked the map in the river or whatever. But at least, at least they seem more competent and more smart, a bit, or intelligent than these people. Because the two remaining, not survivors, the two remaining folks, the one girl decides, because she's complaining, we don't know if our friends are dead, even though we just saw one of our friends, who we've been trying to find throughout the day, finally appears, and then her face morphs into, like, a lame CGI effect. Stock long mouth, like that, stuff ghostly. And it's lame, and they do lame jump scare noises just to make you jump. You don't really care about the characters, even though they try to build up, like, the black guy's background, like he's a pro football player or something, but then he busted his knee out or something, and he's talking about college, but then they try to build a friction between him and his girlfriend's old flame, because he's part of the crew as well. And they fight a little bit throughout the movie, a little bit. And everybody just gets taken out with like one hit. Like this ghost or whoever. I guess it must have been the girlfriend of the black guy who, because she's possessed. We find out towards the climax of the movie. I say climax, but it's really the acting is whatever. Like I mean, it's not horrible, but it's just okay. Rant, you could tell they weren't really, experienced people, but they were okay. They weren't horrible. I think their characters are stupid and dumb for decisions that they make. Like the hot blonde girl's the first one to die. And like that's the problem with this movie. We don't really see them die. Like we just see they have like these head camera flashlight things, but then we don't even see the ghost attack them. We like see like a flash of white on the screen or whatever, and then they're either KO'd like in like one hit. Like the blonde hot girl, she gets drowned in a pond or whatever. There's a weird like security guard that works there at the plantation place, but then he pops up twice, which was weird. Because you would assume that he left, but then he pops up again when the two guys. I swear he went off this way, off the porch, and then the friends start talking, and the black guy and the old flame of his girl walk up to the door, and then they hear like a bang on the door, so like as if something's trying to get out or something, or stay out warning. And then the girls, like even the black girl, like she's like nah, nah, nah. And then I'm gonna go with my friends towards this house, even though my family and other people, townspeople, are telling us to not go near this place because bad omens and spirits are there. Don't want to be bothered. And then the security guard appears right behind the pillar of the porch again, which was really weird. And then I'm like, is he a ghost? Because like, and he never appears, because he even says like, I'm not here at night. And then I'm thinking, it would have been more interesting if like, well not really, because then that wouldn't make sense if people can see because people's stories of seeing a woman in white or whatever in a window, but I don't know, like I don't know, maybe he might have been working with the ghost, maybe, and he's been like killing people off or something, or maybe scaring them. I don't know, but I don't know, like because he never appears again, and then and it's weird. Even the ending was really lame, because it's just the black girl, and then there's a weird thing before they even get to the plantation house, that the black girl, she's sleeping on her way there in the van, and then she screams like a banshee, and they're like, oh, what's going on? And then they don't reference what just happened, except that, oh, she's acting weird in the van, like she doesn't want to go up there. And I don't know, I guess she doesn't tell her boyfriend what she dreamt, or maybe she doesn't remember what she dreamt. But then I'm thinking, maybe she is a psychic, but then she doesn't, she's being channeled through or ghosts are trying to channel through her or something, or I don't know, because they don't address what just happened in the previous scene of her screaming bloody murder. They just continue on to this destination they're being told not to go to. Yeah, and then the end is her, after she kills everybody in the house, then it cuts to a person, I guess it was her sister, that compiled all this footage, and then released it somehow, I guess online or something, I don't know. And then the last footage of I think the black girl's name is Jenna or Gina, but yeah, like the last scene is her in the interrogation room and being interrogated, and then we see like an apparition, I guess, enter through her, and then she like gets enraged and is like, I forget what she even says, but like she's trying to like say, I didn't kill him, I don't remember doing all this, I never would do that, and then she screams out loud, and then stupid, it tries to end like Paranormal Activity, where like so and so sister, so the girl, the black girl, so and so, that doesn't say it like that. I don't know, I forget the character's name, but the black girl who was being interrogated and possessed, it says on the thing, if anybody, she has not been, nobody knows where she is or she hasn't been seen since after this interrogation. So I guess she must either killed all the police in that station, which I'm like, what? Because I would assume that they would have had to held her in jail or put her in, lockup. But I guess I don't know. That doesn't make sense because she's being aggressive towards police, and then it cuts to, her whereabouts are unknown. This movie's lame. Just lame. Dumb, and dumb. Yeah, I wasted time watching this. I knew it was a terrible movie. Mostly because people do dumb decisions. The black guy, like, of all folks who, like, even he makes a joke at the beginning when they get there, like, I'm black, I'm not gonna be the first to die. But then he dies. I guess he drove himself into a tree or something in the car, or something. They don't show, again, dead bodies of these people, except the one friend that gets pushed down the steps. Yeah, this movie's dumb. It's lame. Terrible, not terrible acting, but just whatever. Like, shouldn't have been made. I don't know what they were trying to do. Like, they were trying to copy off Blair Witch, and it didn't do much at all. It didn't do anything. I shouldn't say much. It didn't do anything. So, yeah, if you enjoyed this, please give it a like. Subscribe if you want more reviews of obscure and other flicks. I am planning on doing commentaries. Probably without it'll be just me on the camera. It won't be with footage of the movie, really, because I did a reaction to a anime TV series called Star Trek Lower Decks, and it's on the channel, but it's not on the channel. It's on my Patreon and it's on my BitChute. You join the Patreon, or PayPal, but my BitChute, of course, is free, so you can go there and watch it for free, or you can join Patreon and request content such as movie reviews, commentaries, reaction videos, PS2 gameplays, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this terrible rant and my suffering. But yeah, I'm going to do some commentaries. I don't know on what yet. I want to do Nightmare on Elm Street, so maybe I'll do a commentary of that. Again, I would show footage, but then it would just get blocked worldwide. I don't know how other people are able to show footage in their videos on their channels, but if I do it in it's like in certain people, certain channels are okay to do it, but then like this person does it, oh, you're, so I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching. Take care and peace out.